Morning, folks, and welcome to the BMO Soccer Center in Halifax, Nova Scotia. You're watching the Atlantic Championships. This is the under-15 gold medal match between Nova Scotia and Newfoundland and Labrador. Nova Scotia wearing white with black shorts, Newfoundland and Labrador wearing their traditional maroon with white trim. These two teams met on the opening day of competition. In fact, the very first game of this tournament, where Nova Scotia came away with a 2-1 victory. Those are the only two goals that Newfoundland and Labrador have allowed in this tournament. Nova Scotia, meanwhile, 4 goals for, 4 goals against. Both teams playing for the right to be called Atlantic champions. If you're just joining us this morning, you just missed. Newfoundland and Labrador claimed bronze in the under-16 division, with a 1-0 victory over New Brunswick. Matt Ayash of Halifax is the man in the middle for this game. Connor Alders and Natalie Berry are on the lines. Both these teams 2-1 records coming in here. Nova Scotia dropped a game, which you don't often see in these events. They're always so strong. They lost 3-0 to New Brunswick in their second game. But we'll see New Brunswick play for bronze against Prince Edward Island coming up next, and it might be odd to you to see a gold medal game before the bronze medal game. That's because the Newfoundland teams had to play the first 2 games of the morning due to travel. They're the only team that flies to get here. So we're underway in this gold medal match. 40-minute halves and a 10-minute half time. This is Libby Uke. She'll touch it back to the back line. One thing we saw in the earlier game at the under-16 level, teams having a little tough time navigating this indoor facility. The turf very, very fast, and touches can get away on you pretty fast. Here's Morgan Harris as she is pressured by Alex Stretch. That'll go out for a Nova Scotia throw-in. This is Isabella Ryan for Newfoundland Labrador, and that's off. Last touch by White. A little bit of home field advantage for Team Nova Scotia here, as this is one of the indoor facilities used for provincial training all year round. Ava McDonald into the midfield. Taken by Lauren Wright, although she has the ball stolen away from her by Maya Archibald. Here's Stretch. She runs into a wall of defenders. Ella McPhee keeps things moving forward for the Blue Nosers. Nice move by Archibald. She'll play it into the box, and it's cleared out of harm's way. Good pace to start this one. Yeah, thanks for tuning in wherever you're watching from this morning, be it Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, Labrador, or anywhere else. Thanks to the wonderful technology of the World Wide Web. McPhee. Long cross. First touch on the left side. That one was for Georgia Gavas. Actually check that. That's a 17, not an 11. And Neve Martin Manuel. Archibald stops on a dime once again. Look out. Loose ball. And unable to corral it is Alex Stretch. Dare I say, she could not stretch far enough to come up with the ball. Frantic start from Nova Scotia. Newfoundland and Labrador certainly on their toes early on, chasing this ball around as it's controlled by the home team. Adara Akpan. That takes a funny hop off the turf here. The well-worn turf, due for an upgrade soon. McPhee into the middle, fourth Kara Freeman. Akpan will switch it to the left back for Ava McDonald, ahead for Martin Manuel. She's shoved to the ground by Emi Furukawa, the Newfoundland and Labrador back. Edwards can't move it ahead, nor can Erica Murphy. Here's an opportunity coming up from the midfield was Isabella Ryan. She could not get a shot away. All Nova Scotia through the first 4 minutes. Uke knocked off the ball, but that is a foul called against Brooklyn Suley. Suley's got some tape hanging off her shin pad, which she's been asked to remove. She does so, throws it into touch. And we're back underway after a minimal delay. Off the set piece. Taken by Shannon Galway in the Newfoundland Labrador cage. Stolen by Rowe. Lauren Rowe, one of 3 Laurens on the Newfoundland roster. I'm sure that gets confusing. Give and go. Another Lauren. Slaney this time. Cross. Knocked away by Ella Green. We've got 2 Ellas and an L for Nova Scotia. These are the next Canada Games groups for their respective provinces. Ryan can't keep that ball in play. It's a good time for soccer in Nova Scotia. They've placed a lot of young girls on the youth national squads. Jacob Schaffelberg, male player from Nova Scotia, playing for Toronto FC right now. Long line of impressive Schaffelbergs. Slaney. Soccer name from Newfoundland if there ever was one. Harris. Akpan from the center mid, outside for Stretch. She comes to the ball, well done. Archibald wanted it her way. She goes out for Martin Manuel. Back onto the foot for Uke. An air of anticipation from the Nova Scotia parents, but they're turned back. Morgan Harris off the free kick to Brooklyn Suley. Furukawa, one touch, Erica Murphy, she's tripped up, play goes on. Archibald does everything with pace, takes a crack at the goal, Galway down to her knees to make the save. Freeman will touch it back. Our first look at keeper, Emmy Foster. Nova Scotia able to put some touches together, moving the ball up the park, and then an errant pass is sent back the other way. They'll try one more time. Green. For McPhee, and we've got an injured Nova Scotian player back in the midfield. Looks to be Cara Freeman. And they're calling for physio assistance. Just 8 minutes in. I'll be honest, I didn't see what happened with Freeman. But it is the 4th game in 4 days for these young ladies. So cramping is a threat right now. Looks to be her right leg. That is the issue. And this is going to take a couple of moments by the looks of things. Players being sent to their benches. And they're calling for more assistance for Nova Scotia. So more than just a little problem for Freeman. She always worry about the ankles and the knees on the turf surfaces. And she's going to need assistance off, and unfortunately it looks like that's going to be the end today for Cara Freeman early in this under-15 final. As she is trying to avoid putting weight on that right ankle. It's unfortunate. You hate to see that. We'll hope it's nothing too serious. So Nova Scotia will get a substitute ready, but right now we'll play with just 10 players. We'll get a drop ball. Taken off the drop by Alex Stretch, and we're back underway in this gold medal final. The Under-15 Atlantic Championship. Rowe tried to turn and have a soft touch, but she's surrounded. Smothering defense from Nova Scotia. Good second effort from Rowe to move it ahead for Isabella Ryan. Newfoundland trying to take advantage of being up a man. Crossed will go for a goal kick. And with that, we do have the substitution. So Freeman out, Sarah McKill will come on earlier than she had anticipated. And McKill's right into the action. As players so often are as soon as they come off the bench. So Foster will join the injured Caitlin Wilton on the sideline. And the depth of this Nova Scotia team will now be tested here in the final. Foul called against the Newfoundlanders. Free kick to be taken by Ella Green. And Green's going right for the 18. Martin Manuel off the misplay. And a diving save from Shannon Galway, earning Nova Scotia a corner kick. Off the corner. This goes right through. Last touch by White, and we'll have a goal kick. Newfoundland and Labrador looking for the quick play off the throw-in. McKill engaged with Katie Greenslade. Greenslade forces the issue and wins the ball. And well done. Into the 18 for Ryan. And not enough on the shot from McKinley Edwards, as it will end up going harmlessly wide. Collision between Lauren Wright and Maya Archibald. And those who say soccer is not a physical game don't watch it closely enough. Ryan runs into Akpan. Stretch into the midfield for McKill. She'll play it back. Quick distribution from Gavis. Martin Manuel comes back. Gavis. Something you can always count on Nova Scotia for is skilled and deft backline players who can distribute and join the attack. Something we actually saw from the Newfoundland under-16 team in the last game against New Brunswick. This will come all the way back for Foster. Uke turns. Under pressure. And they'll go back to the keeper one more time. And a third. Newfoundland trying to take away the options, take away the pass, Lauren Rowe. McKill comes back to help out. And the midfielder dropping back helps start the attack. Here's a chance. Rowe. One to beat. And the touch just a little out of the range of Isabella Ryan. If she could do it again, she'd want to place it right on the foot. Stretch. The other way. Pass off target. Good challenge from Akpan. Green fakes the long boot, works it through the mid. Lauren Slaney does the same. Edwards through. Ryan races with McPhee. Ryan gets there. Cross off the right foot. Loose. Near the spot. Akpan will clear, but right to a Newfoundland foot. Archibald. Met by Lauren Wright. Archibald again with the pace. This is a fun player to watch. Maya Archibald brings it outside now. Archibald with the cross. Martin Manuel can't get around it. Archibald making things happen though. Uke. Shot ricochets and Galway saves it from being a corner. We are at the BMO Soccer Center in the Clayton Park area of Halifax, western part of Halifax. Just beyond the Canada Game Center for those of you who have been here before. Galvis turns it over. Lauren Rowe trying to get open and forces Foster to get down and stretch out the hands. Lauren Rowe, dangerous attacker. Akpan. Pass goes to nobody. McDonald unable to save it. I'll bring Brooklyn Suley to throw it in for Newfoundland. And they'll do it again. Furukawa. Foster. Long ball. Touch through. Forced stretch by McPhee, and now McPhee again to the talented Archibald. That's a ton of skill off the outside of the foot. Akpan can't control the bounding ball. McKill. Green. Gavis. McDonald. Through out of the range of Uke. But she forces the turnover. Martin Manuel. Watched by three defenders. Cross into the box. That means somebody's open. It's Akpan. Ball is still loose. And the ball is flipped wide. Stretch with a cross. Nova Scotia threatening but can't find the goal. Martin Manuel dancing by the corner flag. McPhee. Tried the one-timer. It wasn't there. McDonald. Off the heads of Archibald. And that was offside anyhow. It's Morgan Harris. Pass to nobody. McPhee. Well done. 2 or 3 times, mind you, by Katie Greenslade. Murphy for Furukawa. Martin Manuel to the back line. McKill to the back line as well for Ella Green. Turns it over. McKinley Edwards had it momentarily until Adara Akpan corralled it. Gavis with an extra touch. She'll lose it in the mid. Very competitive game here through 23 minutes of the first half. Nova Scotia has controlled the most of the possession, but some dangerous chances for Newfoundland Labrador. And here comes more. And again, it's Lauren Rowe. She cuts back inside. Lauren Rowe maybe had some more time as she cracked that from outside the 18. McKill off the restart. She finds Gavis ahead. Turned over, all alone. Oh, what a save. Amy Foster gets well off her line and comes out to stop Isabella Ryan. Oh, that, keep a bookmark on that for the rest of the game. You're not going to get a better opportunity than that. Galway calls for it. I don't know if anybody was more surprised than Isabella Ryan that she was in all alone that time. Georgia Gavis. Little 1-2 work with Libby Uke. Very game Newfoundland midfield, though, earns the free kick. Furukawa. Right side for Sully. Back to her right back. Greenslade. Well defended by Martin Manuel. These attackers not afraid to come back and help out defensively. Great to see at this young age. A well-rounded game from Niamh Martin Manuel. And we've got a substitution here for Newfoundland Labrador. It's going to be Emma Halliday. And Furukawa's out. Isabella Hodnott comes in for Lauren Wright. And Hodnott, they signaled McKinley Edwards out. That's right, Lauren Wright still in this. It's going to be a corner kick played out by Morgan Harris. Ella Green has stepped up, looking to get her head on this corner. She does, and it's tipped in. First save, second save off the line. Unbelievable action and unbelievable chances for Nova Scotia. And somehow the ball stayed out. First the save by Galway, then her defender got involved. And we're still scoreless. Both teams had sure goals taken away within about 5 minutes of each other. Unbelievable. Green Slate. Too many touches, had it stolen. Akpound. Leaves for Uke, who has some room. Stretch calling for it. And they got their roots mixed up. It's going to end up as a goal kick. Fearless from Lauren Wright, getting her head in there first. Now Murphy battles with Archibald. Archibald back across to the near side, looking for Stretch. Archibald again. And away come the Newfoundlanders. McKill kills the opportunity for Newfoundland Labrador. Uke off the left foot now. Galway handles it. Shannon Galway. You don't get a more Irish name than that one. Emma Halliday ahead, but into touch. Nova Scotia ball. Look at Archibald stealing it away all alone on the left side, but offside is Neve Martin Manuel. Ten minutes left in the first half, plus any added time for injury. Ava McDonald showing some skill, the left back. You can always count on Nova Scotia's left and right backs getting into the attack on the wing. Uke wins it off two defenders, and now it's going to be a free kick from a dangerous area. And see what Nova Scotia can do off the set piece. About 6 or 7 feet outside the 18-yard box. Newfoundland's going to build a wall, but they're going to be asked to build their wall back a few feet here. No can of shaving cream on the ground here that you'd see at the Women's World Cup recently. So a 4-person wall. Gavis off the set piece. She's going to go for goal. We've got a substitution for Newfoundland Labrador. Brooklyn Suley will come out of the game for Stephanie Toms after 32 minutes. Halliday on the throw. It's touched right back to her. McKill battles with Rowe, and Rowe comes away with the ball. Through ball. Onto the foot of Hodnott. Into the arms of Emmy Foster. Uke Looking for Archibald. Maya Archibald's got some room. Will she attack? Will she wait? She crosses in. Archibald. And it's high over the goal. But undoubtedly, Maya Archibald, the most electrifying player on either team so far. Stretch. Plays back for McPhee. Ella Green, last player back with a nice move, if ill-advised. Halliday pressured back. She's got support from Lauren Wright. It's a Nova Scotia throw. Got a slight delay. Again, some tape on a shin pad. And away we go. Archibald turns. Gets some room low. Archibald across. This goes off the frame of the goal. And bounces all the way back out to the midfield. And here's Rowe the other way. She's looking for help. Well defended. Sarah McKill's been excellent since coming in as an early substitution. Off the head of Morgan Harris, but the wrong direction. Right. Sends it the right way. Akpan. Pass beyond everyone. That'll be a goal kick for Newfoundland Labrador. Very entertaining first half here at the BMO Soccer Center. Played long by Harris. It'll be a Newfoundland and Labrador throw. That's off the foot of Greenslade and into touch, so possession given away. Long through ball played. This is going to go too far, though, and into the hands of Galway. Again, McKill in first on the ball. Rowe flips it ahead. Hodnott looking on for Ryan. But it'll be Foster getting there. She'll roll it out for Ella Green. Green didn't like her options on the right side, so she'll play it into the middle for McKill. Onto the foot of Stretch. Green back for Foster. Gavas. Left side for McDonald. Martin Manuel. Dances around the defender and earns a corner for her club. That was off Lauren Slaney for Newfoundland Labrador, who saved a goal earlier off the line. And now Gets a piece of that cross before Galway jumps on it. Lauren Wright. Into the midfield, a push and a foul called on Libby Uke. Getting late in the first half now. Morgan Harris lines up for the free kick. She's just going to drive it down the center of the field, looking for Lauren Rowe. She found her, but was then knocked off the ball subsequently by Ella Green. Martin Manuel. Touchback for McDonald. To Foster. McDonald. Quick turn. She tries to play it ahead for Martin Manuel. Bounces away. Gavis jumping up off the back line. She'll touch it back for McKill, who's covering in her position. McKill for Foster. 3 minutes of added time here in the first half. Green looking for a decision. She goes long for Archibald, but too far. And into touch for Newfoundland throw. McKill. Takes a shoulder from Erica Murphy, and the ball goes into touch again. One more time, Nova Scotia ball. McPhee for McKill. She's pushed off the ball by Ryan. And here's Lauren Rowe. One move too many for Rowe with the swarming Nova Scotia defense. Martin Manuel. Onto the foot of Archibald. One-on-one. She's going to cut across the top of the 18. Finds Uke. Wants it back. Uke with the move. Left foot. Sully makes the save. Still in danger, though, until it's cleared by Emma Halliday. Ella Green. To the mid for Uke. This is going to get past Gavis. She's going to get chased back by the speedy Lauren Rowe. And just has enough on it to get the ball to Foster. Toms for Newfoundland. Expecting the referee's whistle at any moment. Foster. Maybe one last chance for Nova Scotia. No. Martin Manuel loses the battle to Toms. One last chance for Newfoundland. And again, McKill snuffing out any opportunity for the Newfoundlanders. It's going to do it for the first half. A scoreless yet quite entertaining first half of this Atlantic Championship final between Nova Scotia and Newfoundland Labrador. We will take a quick break and we will be back with the second half of this gold medal match. You're watching the Under 15 Atlantic Championships powered by 5TV and Bell Alliant. Welcome back to the BMO Center, Halifax, Nova Scotia, the Under-15 Girls Atlantic Soccer Championship. Newfoundland, Labrador, and Nova Scotia tied at zeros as we begin the second half of play. Just a couple of substitutions for Nova Scotia. We've got Sofia Zykova into the game. We've got Bella House into the game. We've got Elle McDougall into the game. Eva Girard. So a bunch of changes at halftime for Nova Scotia. Slaney with a couple of nice moves to get the ball ahead for Stephanie Toms. Stolen from Girard by Rowe. Onto the foot of Hoddenot. And her shot just wide of the new Nova Scotia goalkeeper, Lennon Rutledge. Shannon Galway remains in goal for Newfoundland Labrador. And Rutledge sends that out into touch over the head of Elle McDougall. So it's Newfoundland ball. Both teams with some excellent scoring opportunities in the first half. Nothing getting past the keepers. Akpan. Out on the right side. Quick 1-2 with Bella House. She keeps this in play. Was looking for Archibald ahead, but it's cleared to safety by Morgan Harris. Foul throw called against Newfoundland and Labrador. That's Alex Stretch, who's dropped back into the right back position. She played right mid to start this game. A right attacking mid at that. A little bit of a disjointed start to the second half. As we're having a hard time keeping the ball between the white lines. This is Emma Halliday. Up the left side, looking for Isabel Ryan. Back near side for Stephanie Toms. Around one defender. Good help from Kate Bethel, another halftime substitution. Ball ricochets out of bounds, last touch by Newfoundland Labrador. Archibald. Back line for Ella Green. She'll move it to the right side. For Bella House. Archibald will get their second. Murphy. Halliday, give and go on the left side with Ryan. Over the head of Toms. She'll chase McDougall back. Girard's in a tough spot here. And it's stolen, but she wins it back. Slaney loses that battle to Bethel, who dances through the midfield. Ahead for Archibald. House calling for it on the right side. Archibald stays with it. Chooses to take it herself. Still has it. Played outside. Cleared away by Slaney, but onto the foot of the opposing number 9 in Elle McDougall. She's going to cut in right at the apex of the 18. Bethel's through ball knocked down. A little bit of tentative play by the Newfoundland attackers, letting Nova Scotia control. Some battles in the trenches there for about 2 or 3 minutes. And the hard play appreciated by fans on both sides. Green for Girard. Again stolen. Lauren Rowe, 2 or 3 times now, has put the pressure on the Nova Scotia back line and has won the ball. Akpan back onto the foot of Green. Long ball through to nobody, right into the waiting hands of Shannon Galway. Again, it's Rowe. She's got Toms on the right side. Tried to cut it back in herself. Girard, 360. Gives it away to Erica Murphy for Newfoundland. Won by stretch, now back under the foot of Murphy. Halliday, around one defender in a second. Archibald for House. He's got good speed out on the right side. Quickly on the throw in, Archibald. Touches it back for stretch. It's behind McKill. Looks like a handball. Play continues. Zykova will slow things down. Touching it back to Green. Now Girard back for Green. Ryan with the steal. Green leans on her, and we'll get a corner kick for Newfoundland. Well, Newfoundland's forwards is causing some trouble for the Nova Scotia back line. Stephanie Toms is going to come all the way over to take this corner kick. Toms will get some loft on the ball, taken by McKill. Greenslade puts it back in toward the danger area. Rolls around on Ryan. Now taken by Toms again. Toms turns, can't get around it though. Goal kick. Just about 10 minutes gone in the second half. Still looking for our first goal in this game. These teams played to a 2-1 score line Nova Scotia winning game 1 of the entire tournament back on Thursday morning. Toms plays it into the middle. Again, McKill is there. She's been defensive stalwart for Nova Scotia, routinely turning back the Newfoundland attackers. Halliday, left side onto the foot of Isabella Ryan, into the middle now for Erica Murphy. She'll send a pass right in between Harris and Slaney. Rowe tried to flip it on. Gets past Green, now Gerard will clean it up. Much higher bounces off the turf here in the indoor facility. Of course, the concrete floor underneath. And it has caused some trouble for all teams we've seen here. Especially in the summer months, these girls used to playing outdoors, whether it be on grass or newer type field turf than is installed here at the BMO Soccer Center. Due for an upgrade on the surface here. House for Green. Quickly on to Gerard. She's under pressure. And her pass is away from McDougall. Newfoundland and Labrador forcing the issue on the Nova Scotia back line, forcing some mistakes as well. As some of the substitutes for Nova Scotia have taken time to get into the groove here in the second half. Nova Scotia basically changing its entire back line except for Ella Green. Archibald flips it beyond Lauren Wright. House for Archibald. With numbers, Nova Scotia, but easily cleared away by Morgan Harris. Or, excuse me, Lauren Slaney. Now Stephanie Toms. All the momentum was going forward. Newfoundland will bring it back to the back line. Halliday ahead. Give and go ball for Isabella Ryan. She'll cross. Rowe with the header! And a diving fingertip save from Lennon Rutledge to keep this scoreless. Rowe got a lot on that header. She's not a tall girl, but she got up and got a lot behind it off the cross from Isabella Ryan. Now corner kick, Newfoundland. Off the back of the net. So 2 chances for Lauren Rowe, but she'll come away with nothing. And a big save from Lennon Rutledge. Hard challenge from Rowe will result in a free kick. She got all shin, no ball. Ella Green's got the big boot as she plays it down the park. Off white. This will be a Newfoundland Labrador ball. And Bella House will leave it for Emma Halliday. Archibald looking to turn. Backpan. They had a momentary chance as Slaney has stepped up out of her defensive position. Rowe back battling hard defensively. And Rowe with her second foul in as many minutes. Nova Scotia all going forward now with Ella Green getting set. She sends us toward the goal and right into the waiting arms of Shannon Galway. Quick transition. Girard, the last player back for Nova Scotia. She'll turn. Under pressure, loses it. Toms takes it deep across from Toms. That's off the hip of Green. Toms gets it again. Can't get it toward goal. Here's Greenslade. Running out of room. Nice move around Girard to cut to the middle. And well done defensively by Adara Akpan. Long, high shot. This takes a funny bounce and cleared away by Green. What an opportunity for Isabella Ryan. And now with numbers, back away Nova Scotia. Archibald forces the issue and forces a free throw. Plenty of entertainment on tap in this under 15 gold medal final. Collision in the midfield, a Newfoundland player down, fixing her cleat, everything's good the other way. Lauren Rowe again forcing a free throw. A throw in, rather. Just under 25 minutes remaining in a scoreless gold medal final. Murphy on the touchline, in for Ryan. And offside is called against Newfoundland Labrador. We're going to have a substitution for Nova Scotia. Libby Uke will come back into the game for Idara Akpan. And we'll now get the restart off the offside. Ella Green for Bella House. Green one more time. Skips away from her. Uke into the midfield off the bench. Uke started the game. Subbed out at half and now returns. Bethel ahead. Archibald's got to be running out of steam. She's pushed off the ball. Defended well by Morgan Harris. McKill for House. Coming back on the throw-in, rather, is Isabella Ryan. And we'll do it one more time, Emma Halliday. To the feet of Hodnott. McKill for House. Greenslade steps up. Some hand checking going on between Greenslade and Uke. There's Greenslade. Had Toms on the outside. And free kick called. Got a substitution for Newfoundland Labrador. Ashley Melnick is going to enter the game. And I'll tell you who for in just a moment. It will be for Stephanie Toms. So Ashley Melnick gets her first run. Murphy. Outside, Halliday. On for Ryan, back for Halliday. She's being forced by House. Out off White. McKill. Halliday. Whistle on the foul. Green. Archibald looking to break in behind the defenders. A chance, turn, Bethel! Off the outside of the post. Kate Bethel got around the ball. Just a little too much, as a matter of fact. Greenslade. Stolen by Zykova. Sophia Zykova stops on a dime for Uke. Now a through ball. Bethel charging again. It's going to be out of her radius. Slaney. Onto the foot of Lauren Rowe, who's been the most dangerous Newfoundland forward today. Rowe gets it into the back of the net. Lauren Rowe takes the high bounce off this indoor turf and uses her head to deposit it behind Lennon Rutledge, and it's 1-0 Newfoundland Labrador. And now the pressure is on for the hosts from Nova Scotia. With around 15 minutes remaining, Newfoundland and Labrador take the lead in this under 15 final. Archibald looking to answer back. We've got a foul called, and they'll get a chance off the set piece. It will be Kate Bethel, who moments ago rather, had a phenomenal opportunity from the edge of the 18.
Get to the ball.
It's going to be Bethel again with a long opportunity, but off target. Now it's all forward for Nova Scotia. Uke gains the corner and earns the corner kick as Morgan Harris gets a foot on the ball. Corner played out toward the spot. Off the head of Green and cleared away by Newfoundland Labrador. It's Ryan. She'll be happy to play it out towards center. Halliday was first to it. Ryan comes back to help, but it's last off Newfoundland. Nova Scotia with a quick throw. Archibald, well done. Archibald! Off the hand of Shannon Galway, so another corner kick for Nova Scotia. Corner played nearly to the same spot, but it doesn't touch anybody. Gets past everyone. And out for a Newfoundland throw. Halliday dangerously into the midfield. Two chances for Uke, and she's knocked off the play by Slaney, the second defender she ran into. McDougall. Off-white, Newfoundland and Labrador ball. Rowe called on the handball. Lauren Rowe, the goal scorer for Newfoundland Labrador in about the 65th minute. I say about because we do not have a clock to go by, aside from the one on the wall.
Let's go, White. Let's go. Let's go.
Archibald. If it's going to be someone to create for Nova Scotia, you've got to think she's going to be a part of it. Girard. Touch for McKill. Met by Hodnott in the midfield. The second layer of defense coming from Greenslade. Zykova pushes her out of the way. Play goes on. Greenslade looking for a call. Won't get it. Now here's Archibald. Archibald out wide. Bethel stops at the top of the 18. Fakes a shot. Still has it on her foot. Bethel from further out now. And Galway gets there, covers up, and narrowly avoids a knee to the head from Bella House, who was in the area. Green. She's had a busy day. Head for House, who came on at half. She's in a battle with Halliday. and get some help from Lauren Wright. Here comes Rowe. She's got one goal. She's looking for more. She's still got it. And eventually, the Nova Scotian defense is able to take the ball away from Lauren Rowe. Way too much on that ball from Uke, looking for Archibald. Another bouncing ball. This got Nova Scotia in trouble before. And Gerard gets to it just before Lauren Rowe. Now Melnick has an opportunity. She steps through. And a team effort to get that ball to Lennon Rutledge. Rowe looking through for Isabella Ryan. She's going to get there first. Ryan with the shot. Off target. Fatigue becoming a factor now for both teams as Alex Stretch didn't have much left in the tank to get back and defend that shot. I'm seeing players hunched over on both sides, especially those that have played the full 80 plus. McKill forced back into the corner, and it'll be Newfoundland Labrador throw. Archibald with some time and space. The defender forces her off the ball. Greenslade whistle on the foul. She thought it should have been the other way, as McDougall came up a little bit high. Green. Rowe. One touch and turns, but she runs into McKill, as so many Newfoundland players have in this game. House wins the ball from Halliday. Those guys have been marked up pretty tight this entire second half. Yes. Rowe. What a spark plug she's been. She has the only goal for either side. Uke through ball. Galway's going to have to run out of her net almost to the edge of the 18 to corral the ball, thwarting the Nova Scotia attack. How many attacks will Nova Scotia have left? Well, it remains to be seen, as time is getting short. Greenslade, Uke, battling. Gold medal on the line. McDougall, touch back for Gerard. Uke comes up with the ball. Challenged by Melnick. She's the freshest on any team. That just got out into touch. Nova Scotia throw. Bethel back for Gerard. She's under pressure from Rowe. Green takes a look. Makes a nice play. Now up the park just beyond the right leg of Maya Archibald. No secret. Nova Scotia looking to play it through their most dynamic offensive threat in Maya Archibald. Shannon Galway, the Newfoundland keeper, has been outstanding today. Ooh, very nearly a double headbutt there. Looks good. Nobody's hurt. House, met by Ryan. She fakes the long ball. Now plays short. Stretch. Nova Scotia fan base grasping at any loose ball in the attacking third. And the grounds rules are going to come into play. That drop kick hits the ceiling. It's going to be a drop ball. About halfway between the center line and the 18-yard box. Can Nova Scotia make anything out of this? The Blue Nosers not in a familiar spot. Losing isn't really their thing at these age groups. But scoring has been an issue. Just 4 goals for them in the tournament. Here's Melnick with a through ball. Ryan gives chase. Will she get there? She does. For Emma Halliday. In for Rowe. Again, the lively hops down in that end of the building. By my count, there's about 3 minutes left without the added time. This is just going to roll to Galway. Green. Murphy will play the ball long. Rutledge ahead, looking for Bethel. Uke, good challenge from Greenslade. Green for Gerard. Uke. McDougall back to Uke. She adjusted well. Played into touch by Melnick. An air of anticipation for the Newfoundland fans and maybe a little bit of panic from the Nova Scotia side. The fans, that is. The players are playing a great game on either side. Melnick. What an effort by Sarah McKill in this game. Can't go understated. As she came into the game very, very early on for Cara Freeman, who left with a right ankle injury. And Newfoundland will be happy just to keep playing that ball into touch. Give them an opportunity to mark their players. Bethel down the sideline. Uke will bring it into the center. Through for Archibald. Just took her off her stride. Hodnott will play it in to the 18. Rutledge gets there a step ahead of Rowe. Quickly moves it the other way. Offside flag goes up. We've got 2 minutes of added time. So now the pressure's on for Nova Scotia. as if it wasn't before. There's an opportunity. Archibald cannot keep it within the dimensions of the playing surface. Inside 2 minutes remaining. Newfoundland happy to play the ball out into touch over and over and kill this clock. And that'll help off the foot of Lauren Rowe. Is there an exciting moment left for Nova Scotia? Do they have it? Maybe this is it. Uke cuts back inside. Surrounded. Plays back for Stretch. Around one defender and another. Stretch toward the goal. And Galway, knowing the timing, still maintaining composure. McDougall into the center for McKill. Girard off of Rowe. Rutledge ahead for House. Marked closely by Halliday still. Free kick given on the push. Morgan Harris is told to hurry up by the official. That's it. Newfoundland and Labrador, your under 15 Atlantic champions. A 1-0 final on the strength of a goal from Lauren Rowe. Newfoundland and Labrador defeat Nova Scotia in the championship game, avenge their round-robin loss, and will take the gold medal home until it's contested again next season. You've been watching the Under-15 Girls Atlantic Soccer Championship from the BMO Centre in Halifax, Nova Scotia. This broadcast powered by 5TV and Bell Alliant. Thank you very much, and congratulations to our winners from Newfoundland and Labrador.